2021. This was the piece on Sunday morning yesterday, which was the 22nd. I have it on record. This is the meteorologist for during the storm, HENRI.
Where CBS Sunday Morning is coming up next.
For time and space placement.
By one estimate, there are now more cell phones than people on this planet.
Smartphone, cell phone. Problem.
David Pogue tells us we have one man to thank.
One man to target and blame?
Uber or Lyft or Google Maps or FaceTime or...
All of this, if it never existed, the world would be a better place.
Or Instagram, or Tinder, or Snapchat, or TikTok, or iPhones, or Android phones. If someone...
That noise makes the hair on the back of my arms stand up like I want to go fucking punch someone. I hate that sound.
Someone hadn't invented the cell phone.
All it means to me is, ugh, somebody needs something. And I know it's not my children.
I spend all my time there when I should be thinking about practical things of today.
It was Marty Cooper whose memoir tells the story. Chicago native, Navy submarine officer,
asshole extraordinaire.
Executive at Motorola, maker of police and military radios, and in the early 70s, the two-way...
So now we know where he stole it from.
Two-way radio known as the car phone. Something like this one.
A radio telephone on your dashboard, ready to connect you while you drive.
These car telephones were not cellular.
Within my lifetime, just before my lifetime, this is what this process looks like. I am only 43. My mom, between my mother and myself, 70 and 43 years old, it went from this to the shitbag painted technology. How is that exactly, asshole?
That's correct. They had one transmitter in a city and a very limited amount of radio channels. The chances were 1 in 20 that you could make a phone call. That's how bad that service was.
In 1970.
But were people walking upright? Were they pretty healthy? Were they able to go home and feed their family and actually have a family and a home life and a social society and network? I'm just curious.
1972, the idea of a cellular network
This
was catching on.
scares me.
Where cities were divided.
Replace this vehicle with your body. Now, is this such a great idea? No, it's not. Because it starts interfering and changing your cellular anatomy. Stupid Marty.
Were divided into smaller land regions called cells, each with a transmission tower. As you moved from cell to cell, your call would be handed off from one tower to another. AT&T, Motorola's much bigger rival, asked the FCC for a monopoly on cellular communications.
That symbol used to be Baby Bell. Baybell. Somewhere in my lifetime, they broke the monopoly and it turned to AT&T. That's a big fucking problem.
Not because it had a vision of phones in our pockets, but to expand its car phone business.
This guy has never said anything on a car telephone to save anyone's life. I assure you that. Because the Valise people, if they need to make a satellite phone call, it's a dedicated satellite phone. They're the ones that are important enough to have to say something to save someone's life. This is a suitcase moron who has never... Did you get milk on your way home? Not worth me not being able to walk upright and have a family and a mother and a father for some children and whatever it is in your petty little lives that you Americans appreciate.
They were going to take over our business as well as this whole new thing and do it wrong. People had been wired to their desks in their kitchens for over 100 years, and now they're going to wire us to
Why did these guys on this project, why did they not eliminate everyone? Kill everyone on the project? Just curious. Before it infected the public.
Do a dazzling demonstration. The only way to do it is to have a working something.
The Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Cooper's team began with the design, not the technology.
Small enough to put in your pocket.
So this guy had a really great life. He was able to do whatever he wanted with all his bajillions. And he could start trouble wherever he wanted in new philanthropic, like, funded things. And fuck the rest of us up in the next generation. Because that's what I see when I look at his ugly face.
Big enough so that it could go between your ears and your mouth.
Oh, wait a minute, this is...
And I would have never known his name if they didn't do a spotlight on him. He's that insignificant.
It's a tenth the size of the final one. But by the time Motorola had added the battery and all the circuitry,
It grew to this size.
in only 3 months, Marty Cooper had overseen the construction of a working cell phone. Cooper named it the Dynatac.
You could talk
Dynatap?
25 minutes.
Funny, because now you're spinal tapping the humans off of that stupid fucking technology everybody has walking around with them.
Cell phone call as a demonstration for a reporter.
So we met this guy on 6th Avenue, New York, in front of the Hilton, and then I had to make a phone call to demonstrate it.
And whom did he call?
You shitbags worship all the wrong fucking people.
AT&T.
And I said, Joel, I'm calling you on a cell phone, but a real cell phone, a personal, handheld, portable cell phone.
Oh, so you're trying to tap into our genetics and kill us all, you stupid fucking shit.
Scenes like this are becoming commonplace.
Did you see President Roosevelt in a wheelchair? Oh, that wasn't, like, wake up enough not to do this?
More
Dumbasses.
people will take advantage of cellular as its benefits become apparent.
Cooper left Motorola in 1983. Since then, he and his wife, Arlene Harris,
Yeah, we called it water polo.
have started a series of companies in the cellular industry. Isn't the general advice for
Marco
relationships not to
Polo.
work with your spouse?
We don't agree about everything, but that's the spice of life. Is the disagreement as long as it's friendly.
This is the dumb fucking useless old white guy that Lou has become.
Can't you just go, I'll have...
He speaks, and I just want to punch him in the face. I'm like, there is nothing that ever came out of your mouth that was useful, you shitbag, because you bought into this, and you lived this, and you promoted this, and now I've got this problem. Star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza, and they say that he invented the cell phone? No. Invent doesn't mean like he miraculously discovered something. He was the shitbag, the front runner on what face do we put, what ugly mug do we put out there? Right, him. And who's going to take the fall for everything? Him. Is he protecting anything? Well, it was supposed to be protected before it got to him, but now you just let it out into the public and now it becomes a real health and safety concern. Star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza. It is Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361. I am Centurion 19, Century 19, year 78, and right now it is Century 20, year 21.